He was talking about Mexico too, and about how Mexico is full of, drug lords. And oh my God, you said something on a podcast about being scared when you walk out the door in Mexico. Why would you say something like that?
Which podcast was that?
You were talking to, okay, again, I've only watched a couple podcasts, but you were interviewing Sean.
I remember this.
And he was talking about being in festivals in Mexico, and you had made a comment about, well, why didn't you just go into California or Arizona or something? But he was in Mexico, and you made a comment about how you would be scared. Here you get out of your house and you're like, oh, I'm in San Luis Obispo, I'm safe. I'm in this nice little white bubble of San Luis Obispo and I feel safe. But in Mexico, I'd walk out the door and I'd feel kind of like, where am I and what's going to happen?
And not just Mexico, like anywhere. Not anywhere, but Mexico. I forgot why we were talking about it, but
because he
Mexico
was doing the concerts in Mexico.
There was a little context behind it. I forgot exactly what it was.
Tijuana.
I don't remember, but
have you been to Mexico?
I think once.
Where?
Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, that's not Mexico. That is like the whitest part of Mexico on the planet.
I would if you threw me in Mexico, I'd be scared to go out and about. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. You look
Mexican.
Thank you.
You look like you could be Hispanic. You know that there are blonde, blue-eyed Mexicans too.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I've never seen them.
You think that all Hispanic people are dark skin, dark eyes?
I mean, I feel like there's any type of person out there. Like there's white black people.
White black people? You mean albino?
Yes.
Okay, there's white albinos too. That's just lack of pigmentation. But redheads are almost albino.
You know what I mean, though? Like, what was your Mexico point?
You made a comment that you were scared to walk out of the door in Mexico. And, I mean, you're talking about an entire country. An entire beautiful country. And you're basically saying that you're afraid of walking out the door and it being like, what's that town in Mexico? Border town to Texas, is it? I can't think of the name of it. Juarez. It's almost like you think it's Juarez everywhere in Mexico.
I would definitely be very uncomfortable if I did not have a gun on me and I was going through Mexico.
What?
That makes sense.
No. Okay, that's like saying you're driving across the United States and you need a gun on you because you wouldn't feel safe otherwise.
Okay, if you told me go hiking in Montana, there's no way in hell I'm going hiking in Montana without a gun on me, just from all the stories that I've heard on Facebook and
about what? Wildlife, bears?
Mountain lions.
Okay, that's animals. You're talking about needing to be armed in Mexico because of people. They don't have mountain lions well, maybe they do. I'm sure they have their wildlife.
The point is, from the videos I've seen on Facebook, which sounds like a shitty source, but no one like makes a fake Facebook video of the I've seen people.
You believe everything that's on Facebook?
No, I saw video footage. Oh my God,
I'm getting hot having this conversation.
I've seen video footage in Mexico of someone's like dash cam and they're like driving and there's like cartel and like people like putting like a blockade, and there's people that have talked about this on podcasts too, and there's like a line of cars and then they stop the car and they pull the driver out and then they take their truck.
So
that's what I've seen.
On this map right here, here's the United States. Here's Mexico. This entire country. There is no way that is what's happening in this country all the time, everywhere, in every town. That's just not going to happen. You probably have more dangerous things in the United States. United States is one of the scariest countries to be from. We're all armed. We're all on one side or the other. We think we're the most badass country in the world, and we're not. We're just not. We're all humans. We live on this entire continent, on this entire planet, and we're all humans.
I'm
So
just
there's
saying.
shitty, scary things everywhere.
True.
Everywhere. You can go to Australia and just the bugs will kill you.
Yeah, and I'll say the same thing in Australia. I'd be scared
You need
to
a
walk
gun?
out. Yeah, dude. There's lions in Australia. And fucking crocodiles. I don't know how Taj went surfing in Australia.
Lucas, do I need to take you on a trip to Mexico?
I would not reject that.
Okay, you're not going to take a weapon
Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible.
right now?
Or just like, I don't think, from what I, like, you can't bring a pistol with you to Mexico, can you?
I wouldn't let you bring a pistol to
Well,
Mexico. You're going to have to use your, like, fists. You're going to have to use, like, your, like, natural guns right here. And I completely disagree with you. I've been to Mexico plenty of times. I've never, ever walked out the door and felt in danger or scared for my life or that there was a drug cartel. Never. They are wonderful, beautiful people. We have so much rich culture and food and history. I mean, they built all our missions here. The Spaniards, the Hispanics. Think about all the people that you know, probably not voluntarily, but I mean, that are Hispanic in your community. Do they seem like they're peddling drugs and they're cartel?
I feel like that's not what I said, though. Right?
I think that you're basically, when you say that when you go to Mexico, you're afraid to go out the door, I think that you're generalizing on a population.
For sure, yeah. And, like, in slow, I would have no problem walking throughout the city with, like, nothing but shorts on. Like, I think I could, like, get around and be completely safe. In
Okay.
Mexico, or Russia even, I just feel like, oh fuck, like I'm in dangerous waters I've never been in. I don't know the geographic location. I don't know this native language. Like, from what I've heard, like there's a lot of crazy shit that happens out here.
There's a lot of crazy shit that happens in the U.S.
Yeah, no, and that's why I said the Mexico thing.
I mean, if you look at, you know, mass shootings, you could go to a concert here. You could go to a country concert in Las Vegas, and some crazy fuck with a gun will shoot into the public and just kill people enjoying music.
That's fucked up.
Where do you hear that anywhere else in the world? That there are the mass shootings that we have in the United States?
I don't like listen to news really. Yeah, the only news I see is when people put it on their like Instagram stories or like Snapchat
There are
stories.
so many things that are happening in the world every day, all over the place.
Big population, a lot of shit going wrong, huh?
Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. Good and bad.
Yeah. I like how you brought up that Mexico's thing.
I'm totally taking you to Mexico. Next trip that Taj and I go on, we're going to Sayulita. You're going to see it's beautiful. You're going to walk around in your shorts. You're not going to feel scared when you walk out the door. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, dude, let's run it. Let's see what happens.
We're going to get you to be international and not afraid of anything.